forgot to start my synthwave. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are back. Oh! That was loud. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sorry for canceling the stream yesterday, and sorry for being an hour late. But I basically, okay, there's a reason I'm late. First off, I blame Shorty. I'm kidding. First off, the reason I'm late is because one, I was waiting for my mom and sister to get home from the gym, so that's reason number one. Reason number two is I forgot to do my franchise mode stuff before I started today because I told myself I would do it because it's been a little while since I've done it. And three, I was in a call with Shorty beforehand doing the off-stream stuff, and that kind of made it delayed a little bit longer. Not your fault, Shorty. That was just me getting distracted. So those are my reasons of why I'm late. To make up for me being late and not announcing my stream on Instagram like I should have, I'm an idiot. I will be streaming I'll basically stream till 12. So that'll be the plan for today. Although I need to get freaking shoulder skin that starting role. Let's go Tamlin. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to franchise mode. It's been a little bit since I played franchise mode. We've been playing a lot of Mario Galaxy, which I think actually has been a very good break from franchise. I've been playing so much franchise mode lately. So I think it was a good idea to take a little break from it. But let's get started. So right now I'm just doing my AHL lineup. I'm not going to do season goals for this year, just because I find that a little bit tedious. And I honestly kind of started stream prematurely without thinking about that. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. Clapperton goes to the first line. Fisker Molgard to the second. Misiak, Cousins third line, I think makes more sense. Kuta is prospect. Whitmore, playmaker, you know that could work. Tunny, Misiak, Bois. Who's Bois? 2, 8, 4, 5, 10. I don't know, maybe generated player. Defensively, Vlasic, Karki. I don't think I want to play Slater. Enforcer, you know what? I'm gonna play him on the third pairing, I think. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out who I want to play. Okay, you know what? Bureau can go. Slater can go second pairing. Oh, I'm dying. Wayne, second pairing with Cowan. And then George. Is there another guy I need? But yeah, there is. Kreider. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your year 6 San Jose Sharks. Let's get started on the rundown, and then I'll go through what I did last stream, and I'll go through all the trades and what the teams that I traded the players to look like for this year on the other teams. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. First line, same as always, same with the second line as last year. Enland, Misa, Celebrini, physical presence, playmaker, and then our playmaking shooter, or shooting playmaker, sorry. Second line, we've got Pollock, we've got Bloomquist and Thibault. So our physical presence on the right side, our playmaker down the middle, and our shooter on the left. Then our third line, we got Dykert on the third line, and for a change, I think last year he was on the fourth line. Let me just double check and make sure I am correct on that statement. Yeah, he was on the fourth line last year. Did pretty well. I think he could have been better, but a plus 18 points in the entire 82 games of the season. I mean, that's not bad at all. So we got him playing alongside of Oliver Moore and Joshua Waugh. So basically a two-way forward line. Probably going to make Joshua Waugh trade bait for this year, because then next year his modified no trade clause kicks in with only 3 teams on his list. So might be trade bait there. O'Donovan might move up. Maybe we'll put Kidd in the lineup. We'll see. Then we got our fourth line. Finally, O'Donovan has made the lineup. He's cracked 80 overall. His skating is still absolute shit, but everything else, his shot block, his stick check, his defensive awareness, his physical, his shooting, his offensive awareness, his fucking passing, puck skills are all really good now. I think this year we have a really good shot at making the playoffs. But anyways, fourth line, O'Donovan. Danielson, we got a replacement for Ryan last year. Not a great two-way forward in terms of his two-way game, but his face-offs were just too good to pass up. And then we've got Kolzig, the grinder we picked up from, what team was it? It was, oh yeah, Chicago. That's right. We picked him up from Chicago at the trade deadline last year in an upgrade over, I think it was not Lund, it was someone else. Then we move on to defensemen. Here's where it gets interesting. First line, Romano Shurikov, you guys know that. Weeb and Gerard are on the second line. And then we got Reed, not Weeb, Reed and Venkatashan on the third line. Now, here is my strategy here with Reed. I was talking about this last stream. He's not growing amazingly in the way I want him to, but I really want to keep him because of the name. Just picture it. The lineup screen, Reed and Weeb, Reed 'em and Weeb, Reed 'em and Weep. It's like perfect. So I have to grow Reed. So here's what I'm doing to make up for this. Power play. We go to power play line 2. Reed is now on the second line power play without Gerard. So are we going to be tanking quite a bit in our power play? Or not tanking, losing points in our power play? Probably. But we still got a good lineup here. First line power play, Misa, Celebrini, Enlund, Shirokov, Moore. That's a really good first lineup. Second line power play, Reed's right up there with O'Donovan, Thibault, Bloomqvist, and Pollock. So Reed and O'Donovan are making their rookie debuts on the point of the power play, both of them. So this will be interesting. I'm hoping that Reed gets more points on the second line power play. If he doesn't, I'll try and figure something out. Same thing on the 4-man, but without O'Donovan or Moore. Celebrini, Shirokov, Enlund, Misa, and then 4-man line 2, Reed, Pollock, Thibault, and Bloomqvist. When it comes to penalty kill, however, Romano Venkatashan with Moore and Enlund for the first line. Second line PK comes Danielson, Pollock, then we got Reed and Weeb. So I've got that Reed 'em and Weeb line on the second line PK unit when we're down a man for penalties. Then third pairing, we've got Gerard, Shirokov with Celebrini, O'Donovan. Same thing with the 3-man, Moore, then you got Danielson, then you got Celebrini, and then you got the same exact defensive pairings. Extra lines, I went with the same strategy as my PK. Celebrini, Enlund, Romano, Shirokov. Second line, Reed 'em and Weeb. Once again, we got that same second pairing as the PK there to test it out for next year to see if, because Gerard is like 32, 33. Like, he's not gonna be here forever, so Reed will have to take over at some point. And last year, did he do well in the second pairing when I had him there? Reed did? No. But he did very well in the third pairing. Look at his point totals. 22 points in 82 games played with the plus 11. That's not bad for third pairing time. That's actually pretty good. So I think, given the opportunity, he can definitely become a very good player alongside of Weeb. Although, if we look at Weeb's passing, look at that difference compared to Reed. Now, Weeb is not a good skater. Reed is. So Reed's got the skating, doesn't have the passing. Weeb's got the passing, but he doesn't have the skating. It's a weird second pairing that I'm trying to build here. So do I have to tell Weeb to what? Shoot the puck more? Do I have to tell him to work on his skating and not his passing? Like, I don't know how his passing got that high. I did not do that. That's not my fault. And then third line, I already told you guys, Bloomqvist, Pollock, Gerard, and Katashan. So Gerard is getting some more offense for our depth on the 4-on-4 and the 3-on-3. Now Romano's there. We got Reed on the second line and Shirokov on the third line, first line 3-on-3. And then goaltending, we are starting another rookie. Ravensburgen as our starter, just like last year. He's 85 overall at $5 million for 5 years. And then we've got Brendan Lawrence, our second round pick from 2028, so 2 years ago. And he's finally cracked the NHL roster. Is he minor starting goalie role? Yes. So we're going to see how he does. I'm going to give it a test out for the first 3 months. And then if he does not do well, we'll just move Husso back up, move him back down. He's not on waivers. We're fine. I don't think he is. Anyways, hold on. Let me check and make sure that is correct. Yeah, he's not on waivers, so he's not eligible for waivers. So he's fine to be moved down if we want him to be. So there is your year 6 San Jose Sharks. We've got also a bunch of future players now. We've got, I'm going to list them here. So we got left defenseman Wang. We already talked about him quite a bit. We got McClement, who we picked up. Where is McClement, actually? Is he in the junior leagues? He must be. I don't see him on the lineup. So we got McClement in juniors. Then we got Kreider. We got him on the third pairing defensive spot. Then we got Kidd on the first line right wing, our sniper, who might replace Joshua Waugh. We'll see. Then we've got Markov. Where's Markov? Where's Markov? Where is he? Second line right wing. This guy is kind of like a wild card for me. He's good defensively. He's good skating. He's good physical. That's what I need right now. I need bottom 6 pieces that are good in all 3 of those categories. So Markov is the reason why he's on that list. Then we got Clapperton, who is our current first line centerman above Fisker Molgard. Then we've got Whitmore. Where's Whitmore? Whitmore is on the third line. So I might actually swap him and Semenov. We're going to do that. So Whitmore, a playmaker, but that's fine by me. Playmaker on the left side on the second line. Then we got Tunney, who has been moved down to the 4th line left wing, which I actually might move him up to the 3rd line right wing, actually, now that I think about it. Tunney down there. And then our goaltender, Solnishkin, that we picked up in last year, 2029, in the 3rd round, has made his starting debut in the AHL. Then we got Ryan Tamlin, our 6'8" goaltender, in the backup spot with Husso scratched. So there's our lineup. There's our future. Depth players, we got Lundin playing depth at the moment, so if we need to swap anything out, we can. We got Lundin available. Then we got Victor Hedman if we need to like contend at all. Same with Schmaltz if we need to put him on that 4th line center spot. So there's San Jose. But before we get started with the sim, no, we're not doing season goals. We've already got our scouts figured out as far as I know. We're going to go around the league and look at all the players that we traded away and see how they're doing on their new teams. So let's go and do that first really quick. First off, we've got Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I love saying that name, and I will never stop loving it. Their first line, Nyes, Matthews, Nylander. Solid line. Power forward, playmaker, sniper. Second line, they got Kraus, Domi, and Nick Waugh. So that's a solid second line. Third line, oh yeah, good thing I traded away Stone. He's not doing well now, but still veteran with X factors. You never know. With O'Reilly, oh man, it's a veteran lineup, geez, and Sipakov. And then fourth line, they got Bluger, they got Jenner, and they got Josh Doan. Defensively, there it is. So remember when I said last stream that I did NHL, when I told you that they were gonna let go of what's his face, the left defenseman that was on Morgan Riley. They did let him go, and now look at that. Dickinson is getting top line ice time with freaking Toronto at a decent contract. He grew to 85. He proved me wrong. You know what? Well played, Dickinson. Go enjoy the ice time with fucking Brandon Carlo. Second pairing, they got Jack Thompson. So another guy I traded them. He's making second line time. Where was he last year? Was he in the AHL? He was on Pittsburgh last year. So they brought another one of our defensemen. So Thompson and Dickinson are reunited on Toronto. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay. And they got Wallander alongside of him. And then Balinskis and Harris on that third pairing. So a bit of a veteran, again, a bit more of an older / younger looking core for defensemen. Why am I doing that? For the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then goaltending, Luukkonen and Hildeby. That is a very good tandem right there. With Luukkonen doing what save percentage did he have last year? 908. And then for Hildeby, what did he have? Freaking 907. That's a good tandem right there for Toronto. Scratch players, they got Oliver back, and then they got Easton Cowan. So yeah, I mean, solid lineup for Toronto. Let's go on to the next team, and that will be Chicago. Although I don't think that this player will be on their roster in the NHL. Probably the AHL, if anything. Let's just see really quick. Yeah, they're not playing him. It's Nico Dawes. I traded him to Chicago, but he's not there, so I'm not going to know. Then we've got our trades that we made last year. First off, Mukamu Delin. We traded him over to the Boston Bruins. First line. What? Hooker Ryan. Oh my god. This is interesting because he has a left wing secondary position. They're playing him on the first line. He was on our fourth line last year. Okay. Hooker Ryan, Schultz, and Pasta. What were his stats last year or the last few years with us? Like, he's got 83 points in 300 games. With San Jose, 24 points, 19 points, 22 points, 17 points. They're putting a lot of faith in a guy that's not really an assist machine, but he does shut things down quite a bit. So maybe that's why they're playing him there instead of Cooperman. Interesting choice. Second line, they got Cooperman, Bjork, and Robinson. Ooh, I kind of want to make a trade with them just because I pity them. Third line, they got Evander Kane with Lindholm and Minaho. And then Poitras with Sasson and Gadovich. Wow, their left side is brutal. Defensively, oh man, they're playing Lindholm over Mukamu Delin. Oh, that is just disrespectful. Lindholm, 76 overall with X factors on the first. That's crazy. That's crazy. With Alexander Carrier, second line, Mukamu Delin. He was supposed to be the top line defenseman for them. That's why I traded him there. But nah, they're going to play freaking 76 overall Hampus Lindholm. Okay, whatever. Mukamu Delin and York. That's actually a pretty good tandem. I'm not going to lie. Or not tandem, second pairing. And then third line, they got Emiliano Crooks, two-way defender, 19 years of age, 6'5". Okay. Alongside of Mason Lohrei. That's a really good third pairing right there. And then goaltending, you got Jeremy Swayman, yep. And then they got Gidloof. Who's this guy? Gidloof. Where is he? Who's he drafted by? Actually, let me look. Looks like from the New York Islanders, 6'6". What were his stats again? With the Providence Bruins, an 894, but a 909 the year before that. AHL with Bridgeport was a 916. Okay, not a bad goaltender. Just last year was a down year, I guess. Okay, scratch players got Lilleberg and Sachin. Okay, so left side's horrible. I kind of want to make a trade with them again just because I pity them. Next up, we've got Lund, who I traded to the Montreal Canadiens, or Montreal. Oh my God, he's not on their lineup unless. Yeah, he's in the AHL. Oh, Lund, I've done you dirty. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. But I couldn't trade him anywhere else. He didn't want to go anywhere else, and I wanted him in the East Coast. First line, Slavkovsky. William Smith. Oh, man, I wish I could have kept him. But just the cap space, the situation we had with our first line center choice, like, it was too brutal. But he's been doing well over there in Montreal. 88 points, 90 points. Like, solid player with Caulfield, Slavkovsky on his right and left. Second line, Sidney Crosby with Suzuki and Demidov. Oh, man, that's a nice second line. Third line, they got Zibanejad, Tomasino, Laristarainen, good depth. Sean Farrell, Connor Zary, and Owen Beck. Okay, so good forward group. A little bit top heavy, but pretty good bottom six. Lane Hudson, Dobson, Reinbacher with Gooley, and then Jacob Bryson and Struble. Interesting. Goaltending, they got Aiden Hill and Comrie. So their weakness is goaltending in their bottom six. Scratch, they got John Tavares and Nazem Kadri. All right. So Montreal not playing Lund, but look at that. And then Hirka Ryan. Let's look at the past a little bit and look at Cagnoni, because we were talking about him last stream for Tampa Bay. Here we go. Let's take a look defensively. He is not playing in the NHL. Is he on the scratched list? He is not. So he is once again put him in the AHL. Let's go to Buffalo now. We're going everywhere in the league here. Buffalo Sabres. So Benson, Jacobson, Quinn, Hellenius, Zacha, Kulich, Cotter, Norris, and McLeod, Wahlberg, Colton, and Krebs. Wow, their forward core has just kind of gone on a decline. Defensively, though, is really. Oh, wow, look at their defense. Holy shit. Excuse me. Darlene, Power, Kovacevic, Byram, and then Atkins and Mertka. That's a good third pairing. Offensive, defensive. Goaltending, they still got Askarov, the guy we traded away, alongside of Ratzlaff. So there's where our past players have gone. Is there anyone else I missed from the last years? Viggo Gustafsson, let's check on him on Vancouver really quick. Is he on the defense now? Viggo Gustafsson, there he is. Third pairing time at 24 years of age, making his NHL debut. Did he ever make the NHL on our team? No, he was in the AHL, but he's on the third pairing now. So that trade we made back in 28-29 with Vancouver Canucks, here he is. He's in the lineup. They've still got Pedersen, who's 34, Hag, who's 31. Maybe he'll be their second pairing defenseman. I could see that. He's got decent stats all around. His skating's really good. Physical's good. Like, this guy could be a player for them. And then Jason Dickinson on Toronto. Is it Jason? No. Freaking Sam Dickinson, sorry. And then Sahin Wallenius went to Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at that really quick. Pittsburgh up here. Sahin Wallenius. Whoops. Sahin Wallenius. Is he on the top 6? No, he's not. Scratch players. Doesn't look like he's cracked the roster yet. So still in the AHL there. And that is all I've got on my list here. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's talk extensions. So, I was looking at Victor Hedman in the off season. He no longer wants to sign with us, but I'm going to see what his contract ask is. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. 10 mil over 1 year. Just a guy that can play playoffs if we need him to. And maybe I can get him cheaper. 250? Wait, hold on. You get cheaper. 10 mil? Ooh. 9.750 is actually a good contract for a guy like this. 1 year. We go with a no movement modified no trade at 90% protection, and we lower his price tag to like 9.5 or lower. 3, 4, 9.5. I think 9.5. 90% trade protection. Yeah, we do this. So this guy can't be moved down to the AHL. He can be traded to 3 teams. It's flexible. It'll work for us. There we go. Victor Hedman, come re-sign with us. We'd love to have you around for the playoffs. Next up, are there any more extensions I need to worry about? Not until January 1st. So you know what? I think I'm going to continue on. I do want to extend Traff, though. 77 overall. He did jump a little bit. Let's give him one more year at 825. There we go. And then Misiak, I'm just going to let him walk because I don't see him being our AHL roster player of the future anymore. So I'm going to get some other players down here some ice time in comparison. Same with you. And then, yeah, we're just going to wait on those guys. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us skip the season goals this time. We're not going to worry about that. We did our off-season focus. Let's do our preseason focus next. Let's go to our main camera now. Season goal. Make the playoffs. I agree. I think we can do it. Preseason. What did I do last time? I think I did conditioning. So let's do strength or 5v5. 5v5 focus. Here we go. There we go. Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. All right, end conversation there. All right, so there we go. There is the lineup for year number 6. We are 6 years into this 10-year rebuild, and what a trade offer this is. This is a package, though. Whitmore, our prospect, Blasek, our first-line defenseman in the AHL, and Dykert, our third-line forward, in exchange for Domi and a third. This is a trade I'm intrigued in. Purely a rental, but we're giving up a lot in this trade. We're giving up 2 prospects, or technically a depth defenseman. Prospect, depth defenseman, and a depth forward for Max Domi. What do we have here? 84 overall playmaker. He's a center left wing. I don't think we're in win now mode yet. We're getting close, but we need to give our bottom 6 some more time to grow. So you know what? I'm going to say no to that trade. That is not happening at all. Let's sim to the regular. Actually, let me make sure I'm below the or above the cap floor here. Hold up. Yeah, we are. I'm surprised actually that we are. All right. Sim to regular season. Let's do this. Victor Hedman says yes to 1 more year in San Jose. All right. So we got a depth veteran defenseman here that's locked up. And whoa. Okay. This is one I'm going to consider. Whoa, 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 whoa. Clapperton, our future centerman, and McClement, a future right defenseman. Is he two-way? He's defensive. In exchange for Moritz Seider? Again, a rental. But, whoa, I've never received a trade offer like this. Moritz Seider. 6'3" defenseman. Oh man, this would basically be an upgrade over Weeb. Weeb would move down. But am I ready to give up? I would obviously not want to give up freaking what's his face? Clapperton. McClement I'd be okay with, just because he's so far out. I don't think he'd make the roster in time. Plus he's 19. But this would not go through 1 for 1. What would I prefer to get rid of instead? So hold on. So they want Clapperton. That's obvious. We're not doing that. Would you be okay with Cousins though? This guy's definitely not making the roster for me. Do I want to like hinder Weeb's ice time though? Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to circle back to it though. I'm going to circle back to it at the trade deadline because that's a good offer. That's a very good offer. Dykert, Blasek for a third and a fourth. No, we're going to decline the other trade offer. Okay, remember that trade offer. I need a reminder for that trade offer. What was it? It was Cousins and McClement for Moritz Seider. Remember that. I need a reminder. If anyone's in my chat, I do need a reminder for that because I'm not going to remember that. I want to circle back to it. That's a very good trade offer right there. 1 sec. Honestly, Steven, I've been really busy as well, so give me 1 second to finish messaging this person, though. Let's go 2 hours. Do not disturb. I'm gonna do 124 in the morning. Yeah, no, Steven, I've been doing pretty good. I've been busy as well, honestly. I've got my stream schedule back going. I threw it on my Discord server. I'm chilling. It's been a good little bit. Last week was a little bit rough for me, but this week has been getting better. So yeah, how are you doing? Been working and busy. Good to see you on again. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't go live that Friday, dude. I know I promised it, but yeah. What's this? Whoops, did not mean to do that. Okay, there's that. Okay. I was still asking. I know last time I was warm about that jersey. It was warm about that jersey. If you remember, I hope it was cool today. Fuck no. Got my AC on. Still barely helping me. Maybe I should make that a channel point redeem. But yeah, no, freaking, it's freaking like, what's the temperature right now? Earlier it was like, what was it? Earlier was like 30 degrees before humidity. It's down to like 23, but my room is just, it's death. I hope that I've been well. Been better, but getting better. Salary cap compliance, we're good there. Players on waivers, yep, we know this. All right, so let's sim over to the Nashville game up ahead here. We're gonna do our first real-time sim in the stream today. And here we go. First period. Let me just go to ×8 here. There we go. Underway. San Jose, Nashville. Season opener. Are we at home or are we on are we at Nashville? I didn't even check that. Power play for San Jose. Doesn't go anywhere. 6 minutes left in the first period. 5 minutes left. No goals so far from either team. Power play for San Jose. Our power play is getting shut down. What is on their Nashville team? First period's over. Second period underway. Let's see. This is interesting. Shots are around even-ish. Power play again. There we go. Titan Thibault scoring on UC Soros with 9 minutes left. Finally breaking the ice. I'll read that message in a second here, Steven. 1 minute left, and that is the end of the second. Third period underway. When it gets close to the season, if it gets cooler, I'll ask. Yeah, stay on for a while. I'm glad to see you on here. Yeah, I'll definitely wear it during the regular season. It's just like right now, I'm just so warm, dude. I can't. 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left, 7 minutes left. Shots in favor of San Jose, 35-28. 3 minutes left. Are they going to go empty net? Nashville, 1 minute left, 58 seconds, and that's it. A 1-0 game to start the season. Very close. Are we home or away? We are home. Okay. Goaltending, Ravensburgen shut the door. 29 saves on 29 shots, and Thibault with the lone goal. No assists? Pollock with the assist. Okay, that's what I want to see. I want to see Pollock getting some more assists compared to last year. It looks like Bloomquist had a secondary or a firstary. I don't know. And then we had Titan Thibault with the goal of the game. Beautiful. And it was a power play goal too. Awesome. All right, continue. It's been really hot this weekend, so understandable. Yeah, it's going to be hot all week. Like, Canadian goes off of Celsius. So if you want to compare it to Fahrenheit, I'll let you do that on your browser or whatever. But today, 30 degrees. Tomorrow, 31. Wednesday, 34. Thursday, 29. Friday, 29. Saturday, 30. Sunday, 33. Like, all week, it's 30 degrees plus. It's so fucking hot out in Celsius. So, yeah, it's kind of brutal. All right. Season or home opener and season opener. We won 1-0. Let's go on and just simulate the rest of the season here. Marshall Warren, left defenseman. I don't need him. Don't need him. Chicago, we've got a 4-1 win. Let's go take a look at the draft class really quick out of curiosity. Alexeyev, a sniper, right-handed. I will scout out all the top 10 talent that there is because I'm curious on where they go. Chris Pogue, it was 38. 38 Celsius or 38 Fahrenheit, just so I know. In Kansas. Oh god, that is disgusting. Jesus Christ. Okay, potential Jacob Lyon, potential comparison, Clements, Bedouin. And then 10th, Philippe Flynn. Moses. Ross Moses. Wait. What if Utah takes him? Christopher Moses, then Ross Moses? Wait a minute. That could be kind of funny. If he doesn't, then I'll trade him over there. Martinez. I'll pin him and scout him fully. There we go. And then let's go to gems. Any gems available? No gems. Okay, okay. All right, so we got Ross Moses and Quincy Martinez currently that we're scouting out. Okay, okay. We're on a bit of a... Oh, never mind, we're on a win streak. I just saw Seattle's game there. All right, QuickTime Sim, we're doing well. 4-1-1. This is good. This is good. We need this. 7-2 win against Nashville, Tampa Bay, and Anaheim. 4-3 win and a 5-4 loss. So not too bad. 6-2-1 to start the season. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. All right, let's go over to the 30th of November. Buffalo, Washington, Minnesota, Dallas at home. 7-1 loss against Buffalo. 3-1 win against Washington, though. Minnesota, Dallas in the Central Division. 6-1 loss. And then a 3-1 loss. Okay, so the losses are catching up now. LA, 4-2 loss. Vegas on the road, a 4-0 loss. Okay, okay. Whoa, let's slow it down. 2-1 shootout loss. Okay, okay. We're 7-7-2 now. Hold up. Hold up. We need to see what's going on. Hold up a moment here. Look at our growth first off. The ball. Yep, that's good. First line, doing good. Second line, doing good. Third line, there's the problem. Okay. We're going to move. Wait, what about the fourth line? Also where the problem is. So a -6. Okay. Kolzig and Dykert, you've got the best plus minus on that fourth line that there is. So we're going to go Kolzig Dykert swap. And then for defense, first pairing is a -6. Oh my lord. Second pairing, -2-0. Put my okay. Reed and Gerard, you're swapping. And then I'm going to keep Romano and Shurkov where they are. I trust in them. I think they got this. They did well last year. They should do good this year. But if I need to, I can always go Gerard on the first pairing if I need to. Or I can swap out Hedman for Romano, or Romano for Hedman. Goaltending numbers, how are we doing here? 9-12 and 8-8-1. Okay. Lawrence, it's nice having you for 6 games. I think we're going to do the swap pretty early because I do want to contend still. I do really want to contend. So Lawrence, go down to the AHL. Husso, come on back up. We're going to go with you as our backup this year. NHL lines, we're going to put Husso as our backup goaltender. And we'll see if that does any better. I think a veteran goaltender has a better chance of being better than our rookie goaltender in this situation when we want to contend. So I will put Sholenskin down as a backup. Tamlin, 9-13, 8-8-8. You know what? This is probably a good call. Going with Lawrence as the starter in the AHL. How did you do last year in the AHL? San Jose Barracuda, 9-19. Interesting how that didn't translate to the NHL backup number. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. NHL, Husso, what'd you have for us last year? The one you played for us, a 905. I mean, that was better. You were an 82 overall. You dropped down quite a bit by 4 points, but we'll see how it goes. I want to look at power play goals and points and stuff like that really quick before I hop back into the sim. But you know what? I'm going to wait until January when I do my extensions to do that. So let's see if that helps out a little bit. See what happens. We got the New York Rangers up next at home. 3-1 win. All right, there we go. Philly. 2-1 shootout loss. That's a point there. I'll take it. Colorado on the road against Utah as well. 2-1 loss. And then Utah, a 5-4 loss. Back at home against Detroit and Montreal before we go on the road again. 5-3 win and a 4-1 win. Okay, so it's a very streaky team. We were kind of out of a wild card spot, maybe within one. I'm going to look at our power play production and see if it's something up with our special teams. So let's take a look at this. So power play goals. Goals, some Mesa, or power play points. Let me go power play points. There we go. So power play. We're still pretty Mesa, Bloomquist, Shurkov, Pollock. I'm not seeing. Okay, there's the Bolt. Okay, Weeb, 1 point. Wait, he's on the power play? No, he's not. Oh, maybe like one of our other guys actually. Okay, I'm stupid. Never mind. Gerard, no production. He's on the power play though. Danielson, Moore is on the power play and he's not getting points. And O'Donovan has 2? Yeah, O'Donovan has 2. Ooh, that is a rough decision right there. Do I scratch the guy that's like obviously better for the guy that's doing better, like realistically? Who else? Kolzig, Reed. Reed has no points on the power play. Oh, man. This is a tough decision here. I'm going to rock with Reed. I'm committing. All right. So 2 guys that aren't doing well. I'm going to try putting... I'm going to try swapping Moore and... oh, not trade. I'm going to try swapping Moore and O'Donovan on the point really quick on the first line, second line power play unit. See if that helps. If it doesn't, we'll scratch Moore entirely because he's not doing well right now. So Moore, swap with O'Donovan. And then line 2, Moore and Reed. And then if you don't have to worry about the 4-man, that's fine. PK. Let's get Moore's giveaways, takeaways really quick. I just want to make sure we're not making mistakes here. Giveaways, takeaways, even strength there. Enland. Takeaways are crazy. Okay, good. Second line, PK Danielson. Let's see. I mean, that's still solid. Pollock. Solid. Okay. Third line, O'Donovan. Solid. Celebrini. It's really solid. Okay, so there's not anything crazy wrong with our PK units. What about our defense? Hold on. What about our defense? I'm trying to figure out what the... Okay, Venkatashan. Okay, giveaways right there. There it is. Right there. So maybe not him on the first line PK. Woo! That is... Oh, man, that is brutal. Okay, so then... Who's doing... Okay, what about Romano? How are you doing here? That's a lot better. So instead of Venkatashan, who do I do? Who's got better giveaways, takeaways ratio? Okay, Weeb is the same thing. We'll read. Same thing. Okay. And the third line, maybe we just go for Shirkov as our top line PK unit. No, giveaways as well. Gerard is better. Okay, I'm gonna go Gerard on the first line PK. Replace him with Venkatashan. There we go. Yeah, and the same thing here. So Venkatashan, you're going down, swapping with Gerard. Looks like Romano and Gerard are gonna go at it for a little bit for the first line PK unit. And then extra lines, I mean, there's not much we can tell about on there. We're just going to kind of hope and pray it works out. And then Huso, not played a game yet. Oh yeah, I just brought you up. I'm stupid. Okay, let's see how that goes. If that doesn't work, then we're going to put a Hedman into the equation. Maybe even Lundin, actually. I mean, like, why not? He's got good stats. May as well give him a shot. All right, let's go back to the sim and see how we do. Let's get to the month of January here. There we go. Let's just sim that one day. 9-3 or 10-9-3, 10-9-3, 10-9-3. You didn't have a game. I'm stupid. All right, 31st of December, New Year's Eve. Let's see how we do in the month of December. We're gonna try and get all the way to the New Year. 4-3 overtime win, 6-5 loss. Let's look at our draft class here, and that was against Anaheim. I think it was that loss. Medium league grinder there. Lambert, top 6 high, 2-way forward. Peacock, defenseman. Kind of similar style as our guy we have already on the top line. Phillips, we're going to put you on the play style scouting. Lyon, top 6 sniper. Clements, still not uncovered. Let's give you another scouting report. Let's go Bedouin. We're going to scout you out. Potential and comparison. Flynn, we're going to give you a scout. Let me make sure. Yep. Give you a full-on potential comparison scout. You are not uncovered yet. We're being scouted. Wait. Oh, that's it. I'm stupid. Potential. 46th overall. Moses might be medium elite. It's looking like it. If he actually is, that's kind of crazy. That'd be perfect. Goaltending, LaRose. Dwight LaRose from NLA. I'll give him a pin and see how he does. 5-year potentially. Okay, maybe. Gems. Oh, I didn't look at low elite, but we got Perezogan here. That could be really good. Potential comparison. Let me go back to potential and low elite Martinez. I remember this guy. Let's give him another scout. See how he does. And then that's it for that. And let's go pin players. So Perezogan, another guy we're looking at. Interesting. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Ah! All right, here we go. 6-5 loss and a 5-1 loss against Anaheim and Seattle. 5-4 overtime win and an 8-4 win. Okay. Pittsburgh on the road. We got a 5-3 loss. I don't know. I think we got to reflip our defense a little bit. 2-0 shutout for us. 4-3 loss against Dallas. Vegas, Minnesota at home. A 5-0 shutout. Okay, so 2 shutouts in 3 games. It's not bad. 4-2 loss, but we got losses in between them. That's kind of annoying. Vancouver on the road. We got a West Coast road trip here. 4-3 loss in overtime. 4-3 win and a 2-1 loss. Very back and forth. Edmonton. We've got a 4-2 win, a divisional rival there, and a 4-3 loss against LA. So we are like within a wild card spot. We are right there. We're just not doing very well. Our division's weak. We're not doing well in the entire league. Like, we've got 38 points, but we're 4th in our division. Like, it's close. It's really close. We're at the January period with the resign phase. Let's see what our lineups are doing here. What's going on? First line. Let's see. So Misa did drop to 88. He was 90 before. First line looking fine. Second line is kind of lower in terms of plus minus. Goals scored is different now. Okay. Third line, Kolzig. Yeah, okay, that worked out better. Yeah, and then fourth line. Yeah, it's our fourth line. Do I want to move on from Dykert? It might be beneficial to move on from Dykert. Put Schmaltz in there maybe instead. He just doesn't have good stats though. Defensively, let's see. Defensively, Romano. There we go. Romano and Shurkov are doing better. Second pairing in REID and WEIBE. REID EM and WEIBE is doing good. Third pairing, Gerard and Venkat. Okay, so what's the problem then? Is it just our backup? It's our backup. Holy shit. It's always the... There's no problems 5v5. It's our special teams and goaltending. What the fuck? This is so weird. We should be doing way better. We should be doing way better than we are. Because we're like, stat-wise, our numbers look fine. Besides, like, our fourth line. So maybe we do an upgrade on Dykert, maybe? He's got the top... Oh, he's got the top 9 forward, though. It's a risk. We got him from Pittsburgh, right? Do we trade for him or do we sign? Oh, no, wait, we signed him. You know what? I think we're going to move on from Dykert. I think I'm making the call here. Let's look at our extensions first, though, before I make any decisions like that. Bloomqvist is up for an extension after his 2-year contract. What does he want? Oh, I wanted long-term. What does he want for long-term? 10 mil. Oh, man, that's tough. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. The window ends at 4. 4-year term. He wants a 3-year deal right now. If we do 4 years, what does he want? I am willing to do that. That is a very good contract for 4 years, especially for the window. 7.2. Let's do 7.5. So he's getting a $2 million pay raise. Has he earned it? Has he earned it? Let's see. 60 points last year, 38 points the year before that. That's when he got his extension. You know what? I think we can give him that money. Now, here comes the contract question. Is he higher or lower than some of the players that we have playing? Let's do this. Enlund, best player on the team, makes sense. Shurkov, Misa, pretty even. Where's Celebrini? Celebrini, decent price. Schmaltz is depth. Hedman's depth. Gerard, 7.850. And Bloomqvist is 84. That would slot him. You know what? That's perfect. 7.5 makes sense. Everyone else is on rookie or entry level. Yeah, you know what? 7.5. That makes sense. 7.5 in comparison to the other players. Comparison to what he wants. 4 years, 7.5 for the next 4 on the window. And we give him a no movement clause at 75% protection. Let's give him that money. 7.5 million. So we're going to have $20 million in extensions. And he says he's not going to rush. Okay. Let's wait and see what he says. Let's keep going down the list here. Anyone else? Schmaltz does, but we're not going to sign him again. That's a cap dump. Who's low elite? Is he playing? Oh, it's been Katsuchan. Okay. Goaltending. They're good for a little while longer. I do want to replace Husso, though. Lawrence. Do I give Lawrence another chance? How's he been doing in the AHL? 23, 20, 31, a 905. So he's not as good numbers as last year. So then, yeah, we're going to give him some seasoning in the AHL. Give him some more time. Sholnuskin, how are you doing, though? AHL San Jose. Is this your rookie year in the AHL? No, there's no way. Is it? It is. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess, okay. Okay. I'm not going to... All right, then. So who do we want to bring up instead of Dykert? Do I want to do an upgrade? Do I want to bring someone up from the AHL? Do we need more scoring? Kid could be the answer for score. Ooh, minus 14. Jesus Christ. Blasek, Fixer, Molgard. He's good defensively. He's a defensive playmaker. Karki, Semenov. You know what? I'm going to bring up Kid. Give him a try on that fourth line. If it doesn't go well, then I'll do an upgrade. For sure. So then what I'm going to do, I'm going to edit lines. I'm going to move down. Who is it? Who's on our depth? It's Lundeen. I'm going to move Lundeen down. I'm going to play him in the AHL. And we're going to bring up Kid. Kid is going to come up. And then we're going to, yeah, we're going to do that. And we'll figure out what to do with Dykert later. Edit AHL lines, that's fine. There we go. Let's go to the first line. So who's going to play on the first line while Kid's in the NHL? Do we just put Willis in there? Sniper, he is a sniper. You know what, that works. And then defensively, we need to put in Lundeen so he grows. You know what, swap out Karki. Yeah, we can, he's actually doing all that up there. Swap out Karki for Lundeen. There we go. Power play. I don't really care about this. Let's just put the guy I put in there. Left wing. Willis, there we go. Put Willis in there. That's the guy I slotted in, so put him there. Willis. Go. Alright, NHL now. So now let's put in, instead of Dykert, this is a downgrade technically, but we're going to see if this gets some scoring going. And we're going to swap him with O'Donovan so he plays on the correct side so we can get some shots off. Gonna give him a shot. We're going to try him out. Dykert wasn't on the power play. He wasn't on the penalty kill. He was just a forward on the bottom line. See how that goes. Are we doing better in terms of power play point production, though? I want to see this. Still 2 power play points for O'Donovan. What about Moore? Has he gotten better on that second line unit? Let's see. There we go. So he's got a point now. It took him a little while, but he's got one. Who else do I need to look at here? I think that was it, actually. Maybe defensively. Do I want to stick with these lines? I know these lineups have helped me more. I'm going to stick with these lineups and see how it goes. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Okay. January, we got an extension done. Okay, so we're waiting on an extension. See how Kid does. If he doesn't do well, we'll keep Dykert for now, but I don't want to trade that away yet. Not yet. Anaheim on the road. We've got a 3-2 win against them. Okay. Bloomquist accepts the 4 by 7.5 or 7.5 by 4. Beautiful. Utah on the road. 4-3 win. Here we go. New Jersey, 6-4 win. Okay. Toronto, 3-2 win. Okay. Columbus. Okay. 2-0 win. A 5-game win streak. Can we keep it going with 6? Come on. Islanders, come on. Give us a 4-3 win. Okay, here we go. 6-game winning streak. We're second in our division. Chicago, St. Louis back-to-back. 4-1 win. That's 7. And the streak is broken. Okay, 7 in a row. There's the streak we needed. We needed that to get into the top of our division. That was big. That was a big win streak right there. So did Kid make the difference? Let's find out. Did Kid do anything to make that count? Let's see. Let's see. Kid, what'd you do? 2 goals in 8 games with a +1. Giveaways, takeaways? 20% shooting percentage. What the fuck? And 3-3. Okay, hold on. This might be the decider. Holy shit. There's no way. What? That might have been the decider. Look at our bottom line now. A 0 for Danielson. He went from -8 to -5. Our third line was doing worse, but that's fine. Holy shit. Hold on. We might have found the answer. Maybe Kid's the answer right here. Maybe we trade away Dykert. What the fuck? Do we just need more scoring? Is that all we needed? This is a weird-ass team, my guys. This is a weird-ass team. Let's see. Just because we had 7 in a row doesn't mean we can't lose 7 in a row. Utah and Florida at home. Here we go. Draft class first. Fucking hell. I was on a roll there. All right. So snipers, grinder, 2-way forward, defensive defenseman, 2-way forward sniper, 2-way forward playmaker, and a sniper. Top 9 high. Ooh. Whoever gets that guy's gonna be really pissed. LaRose still being scouted, but that other guy that was medium elite potentially is not there. Kobasu though. Is that a guarantee? No, it's potentially low elite. I'll get that a scout out. That's going 148. That's like 4th round, 5th round. Low elite playmaker in 38. If he stays at that spot, I'll take him. If not, if he jumps up to the 1st round, it's not worth the value. Any more guys? 3 bars? Nope. Any gems? We've got Parazogan, still not scouted though. And then, what was that guy? Top 6 potential, potentially a 2-way for him. I'm going to scout at that play style. If he is top 6 medium at 46, that's pretty solid. That's a pretty good pick right there. And that could be a guy that could slot into our bottom 6 or even middle 6. So we'll see how that goes. All right, Utah, 6-2 win. Okay, hold on. Florida, we got a 4-3 win. Hold on. It might have been the answer. Kid might have been the answer all along. I had that guy in the AHL scoring for me like, there it is. 3-0 loss. Montreal, 6-2 win. We're back at it. 3-0 win. Okay. 2-1 win. Okay. Okay. I think Dykert is traded. Or do I keep him just in case? Let's look again at our edit line screen. Let's see. Did Kid make the difference again? Let's see. Oh my fucking god, he made the difference. What the actual fuck? He's got 4 goals with a 21% shooting. He's got 3 game-winning goals. Who is this guy? This guy's been rotting in my AHL team since 26-27. He put up 23 goals, 22 goals, 17 goals, 20 goals, 6 goals this year. I bring him up and he gets 4 and 14. The fuck? This is hilarious. This is hilariously stupid. I can't believe it. I'm gonna rock with it. We're playing good. I'm not making any changes. Am I gonna move into the third? Should I move to the third line? Probably. Am I going to? Hell no. He's playing good there. I'm gonna stick him there. Keep going. Toronto. Can we win against them? There we go. 5-2 win. I don't believe this. That's hilarious. We swap out a defensive forward for an offensive forward, and we're winning more games. That's hilarious to me. Calgary, a 3-0 loss. Carolina, we've got a 4-1 win. We're literally winning like 3 to 5 in a row, and then we're losing 1. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. We lost 2 in the last 3. Hold on. 3-1 loss there against Ottawa. Anaheim, 5-4 win. Okay. Edmonton. We've got a, what is this one? Going to be a 4-1 win. Like, what is happening? 3-1 win. What the fuck? This makes no sense. 3-2 win. We're top of our division. Just because of a 79 overall sniper. And our bottom line, 6'5", probably not, honestly. Probably not. But still, that's ridiculous to think about. We bring him up and the entire team changes. The fuck? 6-5 against loss against the Capitals, 4-2 win against Carolina, 3-2 shootout win against Columbus, and then Boston, where we traded Mukama Delane, a 2-1 loss. We are now 37-22-4 at the top of our division, second in the league. What the actual fuck have I done? First line, 58 points for Enland. 35 assists for Misa. 38 goals for Celebrini. Second line. Okay, the Bolt has been hindered in growth in this year. That makes sense. We got a lot of... Okay, I don't know. Bloomquist, we got to stop him from passing so much. We got to tell him to freaking shoot the or pass the puck more. Excuse me. Kolzig, third line. That's really good. Moore is popping off again. Holy shit. Wah. Do I trade bait Wah? We're playing well now. 27 points. Do I do it? I think I keep him. Fourth line, still -4 for O'Donovan, but oh, the penalty minutes for O'Donovan. Jesus, okay, that's crazy. Fourth line, 7 goals and 2 assists with a +3. What are his giveaways, takeaways? I want to see that. 17% shooting, 9 and 5. That's insane. I don't get it. I think we're trading away Dykert. Romano, Shirkov, Reed is doing well in that second pairing with Weeb. Reed him and Weeb. Reed him and Weeb is doing well. Third, oh, look at his penalty minutes, 116. Jesus Christ. Third line, Gerard. Do we sell Gerard or do I just run with it this year? I think I just run with it, honestly. And then our goaltending, yeah, I think I need to upgrade from Husso. But you know what? Wow. We bring up a guy that's like doing well in our AHL team, and look at that. Just immediate, just woo! Up there in the stats. That's crazy. All right, backup goaltender. We want to go for the same thing we did last time, an 82, 83 overall. Delaware. He grew quite a bit. All right, Boston. What have we got? Swayman, Gidloof, Grant. Oh, Phoenix, Grant. This one's a creative player from Troy. I think it's Troy that made this guy. Do I want to give him a shot? Oh, he's on an entry level. He's on an entry level contract. I could totally do that. Recharge. I could do that. He's got a 908 in the AHL right now. But I already talked about this. Our guy that we have right now, Lawrence, didn't do great, and he was lower rated by 1. So it probably won't make a difference. Ratzlaff from Buffalo, do we take a 930? Do I take Buffalo's backup goaltender from them and just go for a run? 80 overall? I mean, why not? Let's keep looking. Calgary. Bjarnason. This guy plays for Brandon. currently, right? I don't know what team he was on. He's Canadian. I know that. I think he's on the Brandon Wheat Kings. I don't remember. Carolina. Jazz. Called Chekhov. Wow, they swapped roles, didn't they? Holy shit. Chekhov. Jeez, backup freaking goaltender making freaking $4 million. Jeez, trade him away. Wait. 85 overall. What's Ravensburg? Is he 85 or 84? He's 86. Ooh. Do I go with a tandem? A 1-year rental from Carolina just as a tandem. Just as a backup. He's on his last... No, he's got 2 years. Never mind. Okay, nope. Keep going. I was going to say, if you have 1 year left, that's perfect. But nope, he's got 2 years. And then it looks like they got rid of Nico Dawes. They didn't need him, honestly. It makes sense. Vanacek, Blackwood. What's Blackwood being paid right now? 6 million. Jeez. Columbus, Jet Greaves, and Anthony Stolars, aging out quite a bit. All right. Dallas, Otter, and Samsonov. We got Detroit, Kosa, and Jari with Bednar. Nope. Edmonton, Skinner, Vladosh. Vladosh could be good. Is it Vladosh or Vladosh? I don't even know. I don't know. 902. It's okay, but not great. Montembeau and Ned. Nope. LA. Joseph Wool and Tarasov. No. Gustafson and Schmid. 920 save percentage, and he's 30. 1 year left. This would give Sogard a chance to play in the NHL for Minnesota. You know what? This makes sense from their point of view. And they can sign Zajac. Let's do it. Akira Schmid. And then what do we give up? Just give up Ville Husso straight up. No, that's stupid to do a goaltender swap like that. I think no. I want to make sure that they need a goaltender like this. It makes more sense. Comrie, Jakub Dobish, Petrangelo, Nashville, Garand, Kostopoulos, no, Jersey, Tommy Malich, Bobrovsky. He's still play. Sergei Bobrovsky is playing at how old? 42. He's got to retire this year. There's no way. He's still got X Factor. He's playing freaking in the freaking Utica Comets. My God. Islanders, Kakkonen, Olis. For the Rangers, Olmark is a backup to Sturkin. Jeez. Ottawa with Demko and Beckman. Nah. Carter George and Wallstead for Philly. No. Joel Blomqvist in 895 though. I might just trade away Husso and run with Lawrence. I'm not gonna lie. Although, hold on, Urson. Ooh. Samuel Urson. Leagueman for 1 year at a 909. Give them Husso, and then they run with Fedotov for the rest of the year until their goaltenders are ready. They need more than just Husso, though, I think. I think in this situation... Shit, what do I do here? Do I give up on Sholnishkin and just run with a different backup from the AHL? I think I do. Because he's the same age as Lawrence, but he's way lower in overall, 72 to 78. I think we give him Sholnishkin in this. It just makes sense. They need a prospect goalie. They have nothing. The best guy they have is a Saarinen guy, 74 at 24. If they're going to give up Samuel Urson, their best goalie right now, to play backup minutes, they need something good in return. So then I think for this trade, it just makes sense to get him and, like, what do we need for picks? I realistically need a second. But I'd be willing to settle with... What do I need for this year? A third? Do they have a third? They don't. They have a third for next year. Do I need anything for next year? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, third. I need a second for next year. Is that the year after? Oh, I gotta check it. I'm sorry. I keep going back and forth. I'm so sorry. 33. It's 33. 2033. A second rounder for 33. Second rounder for 33. It's a lot of value, but I'm willing to trade up a little bit in this situation. I'll give up a third for next year. So it's Sholnishkin and a third for their starting goaltender to play backup minutes and a second rounder. I think that's good because here's the thing. Normally, I would say that this trade, Sholnishkin for Urson in a second, is a lopsided trade.
in my opinion, because we're taking a starter goaltender from Seattle. Sorry, not Philly. From Seattle. Do they have any goaltender prospects? They really don't. Sholinski's going to play backup now in the NHL or starter in the AHL again. Think about it, though. If we take a second rounder for them for a goaltender that's barely played in the NHL, that's kind of fleecing them. So in this situation, I need to give up a little bit more, at least if I'm even going to get a future second rounder. If it was a current second rounder, I would do Sholinski and a prospect. What if we include Dykert? Hold on. Dykert. Too many skaters. It's not going to work. Yeah. So overpaying Sholinski for Urson, and then the third for a future second, along with a bit of Sholinski's value for that second rounder. Does it go through? There it is. Husso is getting moved down to the AHL. Here we go. Let's let the retool commence. Holy. So now in the NHL, sorry, goaltending. So Urson's now our back, which means Husso goes down to waivers. Confirm that. He does not get picked up. So now in the system, we're going to be running with Lawrence and Husso as a tandem, possibly. There it is. There's the trade. Boom. There it is. Goaltending. We're going to go Urson as the backup for this time. Hopefully this fucking works. I swear to God. Every single backup goaltender that we've gotten has not done well. AHL. Do I go with the tandem or do I go with Lawrence and Tamerlan? Let's put the tandem in. I think Husso's going to get more starts, though. Similar stats. I mean, I guess technically not. Excuse me. How's Willis doing down here, by the way? I should check that. You know what? 7 goals and 3 assists on the first. I mean, he's a 50 overall. Let's be honest. He's not going to do well, but for a 50 overall, it's not terrible. I thought he'd be doing way worse, but he's actually doing decent. All right. Are there any other trades I want to make? I mean, realistically, I could get Gerard off the team, but that would make our team significantly worse. The only trade I can think of is Dykert, but I would have included him in that package. So you know what? I think for now, we're just going to leave Dykert in the NHL and just keep him as a depth forward in case we need to bring him in for the playoffs. That's it. So let's do it. Let's sim to the trade deadline. Here we go. We are a conservative buyer. We're kind of in a weird spot right now. We sucked at the beginning of the season. We made a move fucking more. Okay. Do I want to do this trade? I forgot about it. But this will cost me. Will it cost me 2? No, it won't, I don't think. Moritz Seider. If I do this, the REID EM and WEIBE line is going to get affected. Ooh, man. Do I do this trade? It would be... Here's what the trade would be. McClement and Cousins. That would be the trade that we do with Detroit. Trade alert, though. Hold the phone. Pittsburgh trades Michelli, Ogren, Lambus, Miramanhoff. What a package to Chicago in exchange for Dexter and Alexi. So, wow, what a package. So much depth to Chicago in our... I think... Oh, I want to make this trade so bad, but it doesn't make sense realistically. McClement's a guy we just got this year. Cousins is a guy that's a bust. Are they realistically going to trade a top defenseman for 2 prospects that have barely broken through? It doesn't make sense. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Oh, man, it's a tough decision. Oh, my God. I don't know. I don't know. Do I have a first rounder for this year? I don't even have a first round. I have one for next year. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Is Detroit a contending team? Goldie, Casper, Larkin, Frostberg, they're a selling team at this. Their top 6 isn't great, actually. I just realized. Yeah, their top 6 isn't great. I would need to give up something significant for Moritz Seider, and not just 2 guys that have too much value for the game. No. This is a trade that doesn't make sense. Clapperton, maybe. He has potential to actually make the NHL. But Cousins,
and McClement. They want them? Yes. Is their value a ridiculous amount for Cider? Absolutely. That is an example of me taking advantage of the CPU. That's not happening. I am not doing that for a 1-year rental. That's stupid. No. Answer's no to Moritz Seider. We're playing well right now. If I want to, I'll sign him on a 1-year deal in free agency. There we go. That's what I do. Jacob Chikrin. Not bad. Kagothier, Mintu Cup. Wow, this is a okay. Dylan Larkin. Clause protected. Hold on. Let me go back to Detroit here. Hold up. Dylan Larkin's 10. There are so many moves happening. Cam Fowler going to Nashville for second rounders. Like, what the fuck is happening? Okay. Dylan Larkin. Does he want to come here? He does not want to come here. Okay. Fuck that. Nope. See you later. Dylan Larkin. I would have played him for fourth line center. Tolvanen, Holloway. Holloway would be really good depth, actually. St. Louis, right? 8 mil for the next 2. Fuck that. Nope. No trades. Not happening. It's a fit. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Nope. Boom. Not doing it. No trades. Nope. I'm not gonna get tempted. Nope. No. Not happening. Trade alert, Detroit. Did he trade him? Hemingway, Kulikov to Detroit Red Wings in exchange for Frost, Bouillon, and Holtz. Whoa. So now, let's go around the league. That's the wrong button. Let's go around the league and see where everyone went here. I want to look at some teams here. Boston. Okay, Boston. First off, did they move Mukamadalin? No, but they made a trade. Mackenzie Weegar. Ooh, that's an upgrade. So now Mackenzie Weegar, Carrier, Mukamadalin, Lindholm, Lohrei, and York. So they shifted their defense. York on the third pairing. Mukamadalin goes to the right side. Lindholm goes down. Weegar on the first pairing. Whoa. Buffalo. Same thing there. I don't see a difference here. Goaltending. Same thing. Okay, so they're rocking with the same thing that's helped them. Who else do we trade with? Montreal. Did they make any moves? Goaltending looks the same. Who did they pick up here? Wait, why has it changed? Slavkovsky, Smith, Caulfield, Demidov, Suzuki. Crosby's on the third line now. Listereinen's on the second. Okay. Zary, Crosby, Tomasino, Kadri, Beck, Farrell. Who did they scratch? Kolyachuk, Tavares, Richie. Oh, they traded for Richie and they traded for Kolyachuk. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Defensively. Hudson, Dobson, Reinbacher, Gooley, Bryson, Stewart. It looks the same. What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. I don't know why they bothered changing stuff. New Jersey, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, Ottawa, Philly. Was Philly one of the teams? No, it wasn't. Pittsburgh. There we go. Dostal and Bloomfist. That's a good tandem there. Olsen, McInnes, Kakos, Scrivens, Zubov, McGrody, McCann. I thought it was 75. Rogowski, Kindle, Nadeau. Okay, Nadeau's on and Yerventi. Defensively, Lady Pov, Adam Fox, Brunick, Meyer, Christensen, Lalime, goaltending, Dostal, Bloomfist. Yeah, we already saw that. Seattle. This is an interesting one. Fedotov and Seattle. This was not my intention. I didn't trade you Shonlishkin so he could play backup. But they've scratched. Okay. Musty, Beniers, and Beck. Doc. Oh, they got Doc. Okay. Shane Wright, Lucas Reichel, Stevenson, Catton, and O'Reilly. Berkeley Catton's just dropped in value. Holy crap. Ungersorum, O'Brien, and Dreber. Defensively done. Dragicevic, Kravny, Dravecki. Price, Molendijk, and Turco. Excuse me. St. Louis. Tampa. There we go. Tampa. Okay. Soderblom and Vasi. Okay. Who do they have scratched? Rower, Turakov. Okay. And Rita. Maybe they haven't moved their guys down yet. Hagostrom, Gensel. Defensively. No, they do not have them up there yet. Oh, I did not finish looking at the lines. I'm so sorry. Vancouver was another one, right? I think Vancouver was. Tampa, Toronto. There we go. Nyes, Matthews, Nylander, Sipakov, Hedel. Okay, they traded for Hedel, I think, right? Yeah, they traded for Hedel. Okay, so now they don't have. Who was their second line center before? Was it It wasn't O'Reilly, was it? No, O'Reilly, Domi, and Sipakov were on the third line. What did they change? What did they change? What the fuck did they change? Heedle, Domi, Slipakov, O'Reilly, Waugh, and Doan, Stone, Cowan, Kraus. Okay, that's interesting. 4-core. Dickinson, how's he doing over here, by the way? I didn't even look at his point totals from the last few years. 16 points, 27. Okay, that's really good point totals there. Carlo, Nelson, and Ty Nelson's actually a really good player in this game. I'm not going to lie. He's actually solid. Wallander, so they pick up an offensive defenseman from Seattle. Yeah, so they pick up some defensemen. Okay. Puck movers. Pickering. Same thing. Yeah, they traded for him from Seattle. And Thompson. So Thompson's down to the third pairing again. And then Luukkonen and Hildeby still in the goaltending crease. Okay, so interesting moves that have happened around the league. Let's keep going. Let's see. We'll see if anyone goes down on waivers. And then for this offseason, it's going to be interesting with Moritz Seider possibly hitting free agency. If they re-sign him, I'm going to hit myself. I should have made the trade. It was a 50-50 shot. I could have fleeced him. I could not have fleeced him. It was really, really close. I was like, I want to press the X button. I'm not going to do it, though, because it doesn't make sense for Detroit. 2-1 win, 2-1 win, 4-1 win, and then a 3-1 loss. So 3 games in a row, then we got a loss. Winnipeg back-to-back. Draft class. We won that game 5-2, though. I saw it last second there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, what is this message? My Twitch. Okay, that doesn't have anything to do with it. Okay, potential. Goaltender right here, LaRose, 19 years of age, but he is medium elite. That's good to know. We can replace that guy we traded away. Woiwitka. That is a name and a half. Potential comparison. All right, 5'8" too. That's interesting. Undersized a little bit. Low elite. Almost forgot again. Kavasha. Okay, could be good. 6'3", possibly defensive. Power forward, Kobasu. Okay, a power forward could be really good, especially a centerman. All right, 155, and he possibly 3 years ETA. I mean, that could be really good. Martinez, same thing. Okay, any more low elites that I missed? Nope. Let's go by gems now. Parazogan, right now it's a two-way defenseman. Potential comparison. And then how many years out? 2 year. Ooh, 2-year ETA. Okay, oh, hold on. That just changed our options here. Moses is a sniper? Oh. Okay, this could be good. Martinez, Kavasha, LaRose, Kabasu, Woiwitka. Woiwitka, what a name! I love that name, Woiwitka. All right, let's keep going. Winnipeg back-to-back. We win the first game. Second game, we lose a 6-5 in shootout. Minnesota 8-4 win. Vancouver, a 1-0 loss. That's rough. We really outshot Minnesota there. Seattle, a 3-2 overtime win, so they get a point. On the road against some East Coast teams here, 4 in a row. 4-3 loss. 3-2 win, though. Okay, we're getting back to the streaky version of our team again. 3-2 shootout loss, but it's a point, and it's not our division, so that's okay. And then we got Florida finish off the road trip here. And we're back at home for 2 games. Ryan Rosofsky, we made the playoffs. We made the playoffs because we brought up a freaking 4th-line sniper from the AHL. Make it make sense. 5-4 win against Florida. Okay, back at home against Pittsburgh and Calgary. So one of these guys are our divisions. We got to win that big time. We want to try and get top pick for our opponent for the playoffs. 5-3 loss against Pittsburgh. 6-3 win against Calgary. Beautiful. We're on the playoff hunt. They're in the playoff hunt. Ooh, man, back to back against them at their barn, and then we're back at home against Dallas and on the road for the last 2 games. Calgary and Dallas. Can we win these 2 games back to back here? Come on, Calgary. We have a 5-2 win and a 3-2 win. Big wins right there. Calgary's still in the hunt though. And then on the road against Edmonton and then Winnipeg to end off the season, and that's where we're probably gonna leave it off there. Oh man, what a year. 6-0 shutout win against Edmonton, and then my home team, Winnipeg. Can we win this one too? Come on, win this one. We have a chance at the top spot in our division. Come on. Stop the sim. 8-0 win. Oh my lord. We just, how many goals is that in 2 games? 14 goals in 2 games. What the fuck? And we got LA in the first round. Okay, hold on. Let's look at our point totals here. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, it's the wrong button. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. I'm too happy. I don't believe that happened. We brought up Kit 95 points to celebrate. Is that a up year or a down year from last year? Hold up. That is a down year. Okay, so 3 years ago, 60 points, then 99, then 99, and now he's back down to 95. So a bit of a down year for him, but that's fine. 63 goals, that's still good. He was down from 71. That's still a good year, though. Enlin with 82 point per game. Misa, 72. Shurikov with 64. I'm trying to get this guy going. He just does not want to grow his speed. It's annoying. Bloomfist with 52 points with 23 goals. I need to make this guy a passer. Holy shit, his shooting percentage is too high. Pollock with 48. Moore with 46. Do I want to maybe... Moore's got the same amount of shots. There's no point. Thibault with 41. He has more assists, but it's fine. What do you have last year for goals? He did better, didn't he? Yes, 23 goals. What's happening here? Less points. That's weird. Joshua Waugh with 35. Gerard with 32 on the third line, mind you. That's interesting. O'Donovan, rookie year with 30. Okay. 156 penalty minutes. What is this discipline? 85. Cameron Reed with 27 points. That's actually not terrible. Did he grow at all? He did not grow at all. I mean, he's a good simulator. He's just not growing. I don't know what it is. He sims well, just doesn't grow. It's so weird. Next up, Danielson with 24. Then we got Weeb with 22 in his full rookie year with 22 points. So similar to Reed, I'm seeing these guys as very similar players. Reed with only 27. Weeb with 22. Romano with 22. Kolzig with 19. And then Kid. Bro had 11 goals. How many game winners? He had 3 game winners in the 7th. I got to the playoffs because of a 5'10" left wing sniper from the AHL. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. And his giveaways, takeaways, hold on. Are they worse? Wait, giveaways, takeaways? Okay, they're definitely worse. 10 point difference right there. But still, 11 and 7 for 18 goals. Or 18 points, sorry. Holy, and Diker was at 6 points, and he's freaking 20. Oh my god. Same age. And Kid managed to play better defensively. That's crazy. How many hits does Kid have? Hold on. How many body checks? Does he throw the body? 12 in how many games? 45? Yeah, he's not a hitter. Still good, though. Like, what the fuck? All because of that guy who made the playoffs. Goaltending, 9-2-1 for Ravensburg. And then Urson, what do you have since joining our team? A 9-10. There we go. That's what we need. Finally, some good save percentage for our backup. Jeez. Rookie skaters. Yeah, we had 5. O'Donovan, Weeb, Kolzig, Kid, and Venkatashan. The rookie I had not planned for, and the guy that was trade bait last year, got us to the playoffs. That's actually crazy. Goaltending, nothing there. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got LA in the first round. For our next stream, we had a 50-win record because of a player. Let's look at LA. What have we got in LA, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. LA Kings. Who have we got on their team that we're going up against? First line, Kempe, Byfield, and Batherson. Ooh, okay, this is an interesting first line. All right. Kane, Joseph. Oh, Alexis Joseph. That's a good player there. And Olesen on the second line. So they got sniper, power forward, playmaker. Ooh, a veteran playmaker, a young power forward, and a prime sniper who's not good accuracy. How many goals do you have in the season? 12 and 29. Who was the goal scorer on this line? Was it Joseph? 14, maybe Kane. Might be Kane. Yeah, it was Kane. All right, so Kane's the guy we got to worry about. 84, 42, jeez. Third line, Parker Kelly. I know this guy's fast. Not crazy fast. He's good defensively, though. Good physical, too. With Morgan Geeky and Lafreniere. Okay, good third line. And then fourth line, the giant 6'6" Torpachenko, Brett Howden, and who's Gary Tyrell? Medium elite playmaker on the fourth line. I'm surprised they're not playing him on the third. Defensively, they got Mikey Anderson and Kavasha, 6'4" defensive defenseman. So kind of a defensive first pairing. Second pairing, they got VLAN, so that's probably their offensive guy. Sean Walker, that's a shutdown guy that has a good two-way game. And then third line, they got Alexiak, 6'7", and Havlid on that third pairing. Wasn't Havlid on our team? Oh no. There we go. Havlid coming back to bite us in the ass. I forgot about Havlid, I'm not gonna lie. Goaltending, Joseph Wool and Daniil Tarasov. Well, it was nice knowing y'all. Petrangelo starting medium goaltender. Hellenius is scratched, and Beecher is scratched. Okay.
It's a deep team. It's a very deep team. Defensively, they're weak in their bottom 4. Bottom 6 for them is a little weak. They got some 84s in there. They got 82s. It's a good team. It's a very good team. I think their power play is definitely really good. Yeah, Batherson, Byfield, Kane, Olesen, and Kemp. They've got 1, 2, and a goal scorer. 2 shooters and a goal scorer on their first line power play. Who's on their second line power play? Geeky, Lafreniere, Joseph's on their second. Interesting. Havlid, and yeah. Havlid was traded to a divisional rival. Is he going to bite us in the ass? Probably. We'll find out next stream, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be it. I'm going to end earlier than I thought I would. I mean, we could do the playoffs, but I'm also I'd have to commit to the off season. I'd have to commit to doing free agency, and honestly, I'm getting tired. So, you know what? I'm going to call it here a little bit early, 40 minutes early, 20 minutes over my regular time that I had planned. Wow. Also, I need to write down that trade. Hold on. What was that trade again? It was... Hold on. I got to look. Hold up. It was... who was it with? Who was it with? It was with... Fuck. Who was it with? I gotta look at Urson's record to find out. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Seattle. There we go. So we traded... Solnishkin. That's who it was. Solnishkin to Seattle. That's a starting goaltender. All right. So Solnishkin no longer on our future list. And Kid, I think he's made the NHL. Let's be honest. Like, he's done so well for us. Holy shit. That's crazy. Kid is no longer on our trade block or our future list. Carter, McClement, Wayne. McClement and not option, but Cousins were almost gone. I almost made that trade without a second thought, but I resisted the urge. I resisted that trade with my every fiber of my being, because holy shit, that was crazy close to making a trade. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anyone I know that's live right now? Let's find out. If there is, I'll do a raid on Twitch. Krea's live. It's the only person I really know who know well. I think I'm gonna hold off on the raid tonight just because I'm so tired. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on the raid tonight. So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, everyone have a wonderful evening. I apologize for being late. Sorry for cutting the stream shorter than I promised. I will be live. Am I scheduled for tomorrow? I don't remember. Hold on. I gotta look. Schedules. Monday's today. Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm not streaming for the next 2 days. So Thursday from 1 to 5 p.m. I will be live. Gonna do probably some Mario Galaxy. We're on the verge of finishing that game. And then Friday, Saturday, I'm just gonna kind of probably just yap for the evening. But an afternoon stream on Thursday. Looking forward to it. And yeah, everyone have a good night. I will see you guys all on